Welcome everybody to episode 22, where we're using the Preacher, which is a character I hardly ever use, in another game of Manhunt. I'm playing with my friends, so of course, we are just having fun. I haven't decided to create a class in general, so I'm still using default class settings until I get this next level, which is in this game. I was so happy to get level 22. Whenever I've noticed a lot of people use tripwire mines wrong. I wasn't using it in this game, but I noticed my friend was using it, so decided that we were gonna work on this. He kind of jumped from a ledge and came forward, so I went ahead and I got the stun on him. Tried to go in for a second stun, but he ended up getting me. That was stupid on my part, but hey, I was gonna try to do it.
I stunned him again. He's gotta be happy.
He got stunned again, of course, from my teammates. I was like, whatever, as long as somebody else got the stun. But as I was saying, tripwire mines have been used wrong. If you throw a tripwire mine, you cannot be directly in the center. There is a radius at which the X prompt will appear over your pursuer or your target, and that is actually a lot bigger. I'm trying to think of the proper terms here. A lot larger than the radius between your tripwire mine and the bomb itself. So if you're standing in the center, if they hit X right before they hit that perimeter, they're gonna get the kill on you, and then it'll go off. Which is why some of you may be like, how is he getting through my tripwire mines? How is he doing this? What you want to do is you want to set the tripwire mine, set it down, and oh, one thing I've seen it not work, but it normally works anyways, is if you see a player stun or kill an NPC, it normally gives them like a little wait period, in which case they can't do anything. They can't even kill you, they can't attack you, they can't do anything. Of course, I went in for the stun and I got killed here. I was being too greedy for points, but that's what I do. I still got 200 points compared to his 150, so I considered that a fair trade. But sometimes it doesn't work out too well, like there's a small bit of lag and they kill an NPC and then they can instantly kill you. Sometimes it just doesn't work out too well. I actually wasted my my disguise here, but I eventually noticed he was right there, so I tried to run up and surprise him, and I did. I run away only because I have no other way to defend myself, since throwing knives are not good at a specific distance. Notice somebody running at me, and I tried to use my throwing knives, but it would not let me use my throwing knives. So I was actually killed in this process, but I got an honorable death. Back to the tripwire mines. What you want to do is you want to set them down, and then you want to put yourself away from the middle, but to the point where they're coming in. So they're going to come in on the far side of where you are. At best, you want to be outside of the radius of your tripwire mine where they're coming in your direction. Now that guy got drop stunned, and then I decided to run away. He dropped too, and I threw a throwing knife because if I tried to run at him, he probably could have killed me. Notice there was a third coming up behind me, so I decided to run away. I start using all my different tricks, jump into this blend group to get the hidden, which gave me, I think, multiple escapes. And of course, I go in and I stun this guy that lured into an NPC, and then I run through this chase breaker and I hide. If you can escape, escape. If you can't, then don't. And this is where I kind of go on a nice little stun tear. He walked right past me. I don't think he realized who I was. And every single time that I got a stun, I noticed somebody else was chasing me. So I would run away, and I would try and, and I run right into somebody who either just spawned or was there the whole time. So he ended up getting a very nice 600-point kill on me from where he was, because he could see me the whole entire time. He wasn't running at me. I ran into him. So he took advantage of his team chasing me. So that was a very smart move on his part.
What?
And my friend's raging because of lag.
Stupid, shitty fucking. Anybody fucking see that shit?
I could hear it. That's all I told him.
Okay, so.
But as you can see, their whole team quit out only because we already won the first match. If you can gain more points than they can in your defense, then you're more than likely going to win in the attack also, because you gain so much more points than what they can gain in the small amount of time of hiding by themselves, since a lot of players don't hide together. And at the same time, if they get a stun on you, they're only getting 200 points compared to higher level players who know how to benefit the system and get a good 450 to 600 points every time. Of course, I let my friend get stunned, and we noticed some players jumping into the game. So the second they jumped in, we would kill them, which wasn't very fair, but it works out nonetheless. And I actually took that kill because I had a hidden setup, and my friend tried to take it from me, but I went ahead and got the hidden kill. Only because hiddens are beautiful, in my opinion. They shortened the time frame at which you can get a hidden, so if you walk through a blend group for a short amount of time, you'll get that hidden bonus. And I absolutely love that. I often can find my target really easily with line of sight. I can't say I'm perfect, because I will mess up. I've done it several times. I just mess up. I locked the wrong person. I tried to lock this one, and you see what I mean? He was not standing in the center. He was standing furthest away from it. So he took very good advantage of that situation, in which case he used the tripwire mine. He knew that somebody was going to come around that corner, so he set it down at the corner. He wasn't standing on it in the blend group or anything like that. He was waiting around the corner. That way he can easily take the stun, deal with it that way. So he played smart. That's what I'm talking about for tripwire mines. You do not want to be standing on them. You want to be standing away from them. Now, I wasn't sure which one it was in this blend group, so I kind of come up and I attacked the wrong one. See what I mean? I'm not always going to get the right person, but I will most of the time get them because I use my line of sight. He ends up getting away from me, and I think he was the one that got me with the tripwire mine too, so that surprised me. And so now we're kind of sitting in here, and we.
Never mind, poison dart's kind of actually shitty. You have to sit there and wait forever to use it.
Now, as my friend's talking about for poison darts, I honestly don't see how Ubisoft or Ubisoft, I don't know how people pronounce it.
Bodyguard just came out of nowhere and fucking.
And of course there were two people there, but I actually knew exactly which one was which, so I was able to get the multi-kill, as well as, well, I got a contested kill for the second one, but I was able to get both. If you use the compass, as you see, a lot of higher level players will switch characters and do a whole bunch of stuff. I often not just leave the character as it is, and I just use the little sliver on my compass to find out who it is. And often not, it does work out rather well.
Well, because the fucking mechanics of this game are so fucking trash, dude. Like, okay, I was gonna go up because
so
I thought he was gonna fucking
I kind of had to make a decision on who it was. Made the right decision, luckily for me.
What's it called?
But
it's like, oh no.
I just used the sliver to my advantage, and that's how I normally get my kills. If a person comes up with the compass, then I normally... See, he tried to corner stun me right there, and I know he did. So I kind of knew he was disguised. I had a feeling he would be. So I kept him locked, and I waited to see if the disguise would pop off. Of course, the second it didn't, I realized, hey, it's probably somebody else. So I got knocked back, and then that person stunned me. So that was actually at which point I felt I got ripped off. But I still logged on to somebody from my friends to kill him. So I was still able to be somewhat helpful. Now he's in a blend group by himself pretty much. But I still managed to get stunned only because I'm helping my friends. Because I kind of trailed ahead by quite a bit. And I get an extreme variety right here, so for a ground finish, 650 points is not that bad. I was pretty excited about getting that 650 points. But, so this is another game of Manhunt. And like I said, you have to play with your friends. You have to try your best to work as a team. And as you can see, I doubled just about everybody's scores. Which is why I started letting myself get stunned. So I definitely enjoy playing with friends. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit about tripwires. If not, then I'm sorry. Hope to see you guys in future videos. Peace.